Let's give this little artificial a try. Got the little Ned shrimp on here. New penny colorway. I mean, got something here on the little Ned shrimp. See, guys, I just parked on the side of the road. You guys can see behind me. And let's get out there, see if we can catch something. I see no fishing signs, but it says no fishing on that side of the bridge. So, got it. Another one. They're right here. Oh, this is a nice one. What's up, guys? Your boy Jfishy here, and today, guys, we're gonna head over to that bridge where I actually hooked up on the permit last time, and we're gonna try to throw again the same teaser and probably a bunch of other plastics. However, though, as you guys can kind of tell in the background, it's very cloudy and kind of overcast. The winds are kind of rough here, so I imagine by bridges it's gonna be even worse. But we're gonna test it out. You guys know I love to go out and fish anyways. Even in some of the worst conditions, and sometimes it doesn't pay off, but sometimes it does. So let's go out there. I will say, after looking at the forecast, it's supposed to be pretty rough, but then it's going to get better, and then it could get worse. I don't know, guys. Right now, Florida's been very bipolar. At this point, I figured I might as well just head out, see what I can do. I got a few hours to kill, so I want to go and do some fishing. If you guys can do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, if you guys love the content that I've been making, I truly, truly appreciate it. The channel's growing every video, and I owe it all to you guys. So, hey, thank you guys so much. For all you viewers that actually like, comment, subscribe, I truly, truly appreciate that. And yeah, so anyways, guys, enough talking. Let's get out and start fishing. Right, guys, well, I'm trying to keep y'all away from the wind here. We're back at the bridge, and we're throwing again the pink with the orange teaser. But as you guys can probably hear, it is super windy, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But let's just try it. It's terrible conditions, honestly, but hey, we're already out here. We might as well give it a shot. You guys can see the water is super murky. Let's see what we can catch, guys. It is supposed to get a little better with the wind, so I might tie on. I got a bunch of plastics. I might even go down and look for some mud crabs. Maybe they'll hold some sheep's head around here. One thing is, it's cold. But as soon as the sun comes up, it's supposed to warm up, so let's see if we can get some, guys. Not on the first cast. All right, guys, well, let's get started with today's adventure. And unfortunately, as you guys can tell, this one did not start off well. First of all, you know, the conditions were not the best, and I kind of already knew that this was going to happen, but didn't expect it to happen so fast. But I did lose that teaser instantly. I mean, on the first cast, so that was already a bad sign for the day. And I don't know if you guys heard that in the background. I'm very sure you did. The wind was roaring, so at this point, I kind of knew I wasn't able to throw this teaser around, so I decided to get a little something heavier and try it out. All right, I guess it's time for the Slam Shady. Let's see if we can cast this thing around. I'm coming more this way to try to stay away from that wind. But even then, guys, I tried throwing this Slam Shady around with a 1/4 ounce jig head, and I started realizing, you know, I very rarely use anything heavier than that, but I have a feeling for these bridges, I'm gonna have to start doing that. So I wasn't prepared for that, and I did not expect to need it. So I ended up just throwing this around as good as I could, and unfortunately I got no hits on that. I even went all around this bridge, but again, guys, the wind was roaring. However, like I said in the intro, I did realize that the forecast said it was going to get a little better, and fortunately it did exactly that. So once it got a little better with the wind, I decided to get one of my little finesse jigs, the little salty Ned shrimp, and try and throw that thing out and see if we could hit anything on it. As you guys know, I've been trying to use that jig a little more. However, because it's so light, it's kind of hard, especially around a lot of these bridges and a lot of these areas that I fish. But anyways, we decided to give it a shot. Let's give this little artificial a try. Got the little Ned shrimp on here. New penny colorway. And as you guys can tell by the background, the wind did die out, but the sun was completely gone. However, look at the water, and it's super calm at this point. So this was already an hour deep into the trip, and I want to say that these conditions are kind of perfect for this jig. And guys, let's just say I'm so glad that I decided to spend a good amount of time throwing this jig, because it finally caught me another species. Got something here on the little Ned shrimp. Oh, guys, no way. Look at that, a little permit. Sick. So the little permit are here. That means the pompano are probably here. There it is. Look at that, guys. Nice little permit. sweet. They're around, that's for sure. They are around. And that, guys, is exactly why, even though sometimes the conditions don't look good, I decided to go out and give it a shot. Because look at that. I don't ever really catch permit. And this is the second one that I've got off of this bridge. And man, oh man, it's just so awesome to catch those fish because they fight so hard, especially for their size. I mean, even that little tiny one, I thought I had something real decent on. And don't get me wrong, I'm super pumped that it was a permit, but it was kind of small. However, it still gave a good fight. So that was fun. But guys, I do want to apologize that there's a lot of voiceovers in this first day. And that is because of the high winds. I mean, most of this footage I couldn't even include in the video. But I will say that was the only catch of the day up to this point. And the weather didn't end up getting any better. So I decided to head home and come back the next day. And as you guys are about to see, there's a beautiful sunset in the background. So it's an early morning. We're back out here. As you guys can probably tell, there's a little bit of wind still. Unfortunately, I don't think we can ever get a decent wind day here recently. So hey, we're gonna try again. I was out here yesterday. You guys are gonna see a couple of clips. I didn't really catch much. I did catch one thing though, so it was pretty cool. I'll probably play that first and then we're gonna jump into today. So yeah, I don't really know what's biting. I'm gonna pretty much probably try to jig, see if I can catch some pompano. If I can't, we'll probably turn into, like, you know, I got a couple of other plastics, and I'm gonna hope to find some crabs around here. I got the cast net, maybe we'll find some bait. But yeah, enough talking, guys, let's get out there. All right, guys, well, unfortunately the wind feels a lot better on this side, and here we go, pink and green. Like I said, guys, I tie this with a little loop knot. It's kind of hard to tell in this camera. I do have a video on how to tie those, so, but you could just search up on YouTube anywhere, just how to tie loop knot, and it'll come up. So let's get started. Come on. Whew, first cast. I won't lie, I haven't seen much. Normally I see a bunch of like mullet here, every once in a while a snook. I haven't seen much, so let's see. And again, it's so hard to tell you guys exactly how I work this jig because I'm so weird with it. Sometimes I'll pop it twice, sometimes I'll pop it once. You know, it's just a thing where you just kind of come out and feel the, you know, what you got to do. I will say the current's definitely taking me away from the bridge, so I might want to cast a little closer to it. You know, sometimes the current takes you into the bridge, sometimes it takes you away. It seems like today is one of the away ones, so let's get as close as we can to that bridge. That's a nice one there, especially if it's pulling us away. The thing is, the wind is so strong, I kind of got to be right by this bridge, otherwise, because it's helping from the wind. I think I just had a smack there. Like I always say, guys, this is a grind. I mean, you know, I'm not sitting here telling you guys, you know, you're gonna come out here and be able to sit down. You gotta work this jig, guys. But as you guys seen the last time I was here trying this, I did hit that permit. That was such a fun fight, and the pompano were definitely around. Now another thing is with these jigs, sometimes I definitely like to be careful closer to the shore. Usually I work a jig all the way back like a plastic, but because these are on the bottom, there's so many rocks here. If you guys seen, I literally lost my orange teaser, which got me the permit last time, just casting right here. So that was pretty annoying because I don't have another one. So yeah, like I said, these pompano jigs, you do work them off the bottom. So whenever you see like rocks around, just kind of be very careful at the end when you got it really close. I usually hold the rod tip really high and just kind of bring it back fast and then cast it out again. But guys, we threw this around for about an hour. As soon as we got there, we didn't get any hits. So I will say, in the back of my mind, I had the idea that maybe there was some sheep's head hanging around. So you guys kind of see some rocks in front of me that are kind of able to get to. Well, I went down there and decided to see if I could find some crabs, and we did exactly that. Let's see if we can find any crabs here. Some tiny ones. right, guys. Well, as you guys can see, I was able to find, it wasn't too much, maybe half a dozen crabs, but I'm gonna basically test the waters with that. So guys, once again, huge shout out to Bert, who gifted me this for the channel. It's a nice little 4,000 size Okuma reel. And basically we got a little mud crab on there with a small J hook, little split shot, 20-pound test. Let's see if we can hook up on a sheep here. I have a feeling we're gonna end up losing a lot of tackle, but hey, we're gonna test it out. I don't even know if I'm gonna hold bottom with that split shot. Man, these handles are so nice. I actually, oh, something's actually going for it. Oh, yep. Come on, buddy. Oh, did he get me already? Oh, I shouldn't have. Yep. No. No. Oh, something was nibbling at him though. He lost a claw already. Okay. So we might have a couple of sheep set around. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's really good. I like that spot. Yeah, I thought it was gonna die down, and it's actually picked up pretty heavy. Just in that 10 minutes that I went to the car and grabbed my stuff. Something's messing with it. Come on. Stuck again. I'm starting to think tide's not right for this today. Please don't lose the leader. I don't mind losing the hook and the split shots. The leader would be a not fun thing again. All right. Oh wait, did we lose the leader? Oh man, we lost a lot of the leader. You know, I think I'm just gonna jig for a while. Hopefully once this tide changes, I'll be able to get around that structure a lot better. Because yeah. All right. And that's the one thing that really sucks about fishing structure, guys. You're going to get snagged so many times. I mean, I've only fished this bridge maybe 3 or 4 times now, and I've lost so much tackle here. And that's usually what happens when you fish structure. But as you guys can see here, I was tying up some random jig heads that I had and some random lures just to see if I could get anything to bite. I even got out the NOBN in a heavier jig head because, like I told you guys in day one, I was noticing that I kind of need bigger jig heads when I'm out here by these bridges. I mean, usually in the mangroves and areas where I'm shielded from the wind, a 1/4 ounce jig head is perfect and I don't need any more. But out here with this current ripping and all that, I feel like a heavier jig head probably will do better. So I had a 3/8 ounce here. Unfortunately though, even though it was the NOBN, I did not catch anything at all. I didn't even get a single smack, guys. However, I did know one thing. I did not want to go home skunked. So this was not the end of today's adventure. All right, guys. Well, we're actually heading home, but I passed over a bridge that I've never fished before. So I kind of want to give it a shot. Let's see, guys. I just parked on the side of the road. You guys can see behind me. And let's get out there, see if we can catch something. All right. So I'm just going to take my one rod. It's got the little pompano jig on. Let's see, guys. It kind of looks like some, you know, kind of flats, which is not always a bad thing. I don't even know if where I parked I'm allowed to park, but we're going to see. I see no fishing signs, but it says no fishing on that side of the bridge. So with that being said, I believe this side of the bridge should be good to fish. This is the beauty of living in Florida. Sometimes you can just park on the side of the road and do some fishing. Yeah, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, I see a couple people fishing. Let's see if maybe. Any luck? Nothing? guys. I decided to make one stop on the way back, and this little bridge here, I never fished it before, but as you guys can tell from these wires above me, there is a bunch of lost tackle, so that must mean people fish here a lot. I'll be honest, I see a whole bunch of mullet. I haven't had a single hit, and I talked to a couple of the people who were throwing artificials here a second ago, and they both said nothing. I see some people across though on the other side. Looks like they're using live bait. I only say that because they got a chair, cooler, probably just hanging out. I don't see them catching much either. But I am willing to give it a shot, as you guys know. Oh, got something. Let's go. Look at that, guys. Right when they said I wasn't gonna catch anything, here it is. Oh, that's a nice trout. Oh, he got off right there. Hold on, buddy. Sorry. He spit it right at the end. Look at that, guys. Oh, hold on, buddy. I'm getting you back. Don't worry. Probably a good 12-incher. Let's go. Guys, like I said, oh man, I was really just trying to not get skunked. I was on my way home. I seen this bridge, seen all the fishing line hanging from this wire here, so I was like, it's got to be decent. And what do you know, I tried it, and there it was, the fish I've been looking for all day. Maybe not the exact species, but hey, we got something. So at least we got the skunk out of the way. I can now go home and say I didn't get skunked. I'm gonna fish this out a little longer just to see if maybe I can hit something else, but I'm already pumped to not get skunked. So yeah, let's see if we can catch something else, guys. That is pretty crazy. All right, well, like I said, my goal was to at least not get skunked, and there it is on a freaking pompano jig. I hit a trout. Come on. All right, well, hey, first time fishing a new spot. Like, guys, I parked on the side of the road to get here, and all I did was grab my rod that had the pompano jig tied up already. And I just was like, let's just head out just with that. And that's exactly what we did. And what do you know, we got something. Let's work this area a little longer, and who knows, maybe something else will come out. I won't be here for too much longer though. Like I said, I'm tired, hungry, but hey, we didn't get skunked. That's what matters. And there you have it, guys. Sometimes, like I say, my persistence does pay off. Man, I was literally on my way home, and I passed this bridge on the way there, and I told myself, you know what, that bridge doesn't look too bad. So on the way back, I literally did not want to stop because I was so tired and hungry, pretty much hangry too. But I decided, I was like, you know what, let me just give it a shot. Maybe give it like 10-15 minutes just to see if anything will eat. And sure enough, it did. And here we decided to basically try out every area of this bridge at this point, because I figured if I'm already here, I might as well. And you guys also know, once you catch a fish, you kind of get over that little feeling of let's go home. It just gives you a little bit more energy to keep that thing going. So I kept fishing it. I tried pretty much every side of this bridge, and unfortunately it just seemed like maybe the tide wasn't the best for this area. But hey, anytime you fish a new spot and actually catch something, it's a good day. And that's exactly what this turned into. So we decided to go back to the spot where I caught the first one, and I'm sure glad we did. Nothing on that side of the bridge. Man, oh man, it's been a rough couple of days fishing around these bridges, guys. I'm actually glad I was able to catch at least something both days. I talked to a lot of anglers who were kind of fishing at the same time as me. Everybody was getting skunked. I mean, don't get me wrong, first day, all I did was catch the permit, and it was a small permit, but hey, that was pretty dope. Finally a second species on that little net shrimp, and now all I did was catch a trout on this little pompano jig. But hey, something, guys. I'm gonna keep trying here. Just a little longer, and then we're gonna get out of here, guys. So let's see, hopefully I can see if I can catch something else. I should have really brought my gear out of the car, but I'm not gonna lie, I always don't have, it's hard for me to have faith at a new spot because I fish so many new spots and don't catch nothing. But whenever you do catch something at a new spot, it is fun. Got him. Another one. They're right here. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, this is a nice one. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is a nice fish. That is a nice fish. He came back up and ate it again, too. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. You know, I'm pretty sure this is a keeper, but you're going back, buddy. You're lucky. Nice little trout. Get out of here, man. Thanks for the bite. Let's freaking go. I should have took that guy home probably. Man, they're eating right here. It's interesting. At first I didn't think it was a good fish because for some reason they're not fighting. I don't think my drag is tight, is it? No, my drag's not even tight. It's like they don't realize that they're hooked with this pompano jig. I think that's what it is. But then once we were right here, he tried to go under the it's right on the structure. Let's go. And well, guys, there you have it. I spent 2 days fishing around these bridges here in Florida, and I gotta say, this time wasn't as good as it was usually, but sometimes, guys, that's how fishing is. I'm sure all of you guys have these kind of days, and that's why I like uploading these kind of videos, because they're pretty realistic, you know. Some days you go out, you think the conditions are perfect, and they're not. Some days you go out, they're the worst, and you have the best day. It could all happen when you go fishing, so these are why I like to do these kind of mini adventures. So I hope you guys enjoyed these, but guys, for now, we're gonna check out of here. So there you have it. We ended up getting another trout. This one was a keeper for sure. I've caught a lot of keeper trout recently, so it had to be a pretty big one for me to take it home. So hey, we came out. Oh, what a long day. That's what it was for sure. But hey, that's fishing, right, guys? You guys know sometimes you just don't catch them. And fortunately today, you know, a lot of the times I would have been giving up, but I decided to stick it out and I hope to catch something. And that's exactly what happened. We switched spots, and what do you know, a couple of trout here at this new spot. So another spot to add to the locations that I love, that I'm gonna fish now. That's another great thing that happened today. So hey, like I always say, guys, you don't know unless you go out and try. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, just a couple of days out here bridge fishing in Florida. Guys, I just find a couple of bridges, whatever looks fishy, and I give it a shot. And hey, today it paid off. Sometimes it doesn't, I'll be honest, and a lot of the times that doesn't make it into the video. So don't always think that I go out and catch, guys. Sometimes I get skunked too, and today was almost gonna be one of those. So, but yeah, guys, so like I said, nothing else left to say, but I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have the best luck out there fishing. Remember, guys, always stay positive, keeping good vibes up. I upload every week on my channel, so I hope to see you guys back here next time. But until then, guys, peace.